Okay guys, what we have here is failure to communicate. Some people think the T2 goes deeper and some people think the Racer 2 goes deeper. So he has just offered him out and we're going to get it on. I'm going to bury a big silver, an old penny and a large barrel tap, which is a relic. 3 targets. I'm going to start at 10 inches. I think they'll both pick all of it up at that. I just want to compare the audios. We are using, on the T2, they're both 13-inch coils. This is all I've got to be going on with at the minute to compare them. T2 with the Detech Ultimate coil, and we have the Racer 2 with the Tornado coil on by Nel. Those 2 coils are probably the 2 most popular third-party coils. 2 very similar machines. A lot of interest in both these machines. See which one's the deepest. Let's get it on, eh, Steve?
Yeah, I'm going to get our cake on while we're about it.
Happy days.
Hey, you. Don't start. I'm deeper.
Okay, so let me just run through what I'm going to do. Got me 2 machines here. There's 3 holes there in front of you. They're all at 10 inches. Each hole is at 10 inches. There's a pre-decimal penny going to go in that one. I've just found this before. This is George II, and I think it's like Florence size George II. Very warm, but it is silver. In the last hole, we're going to have a relic, a nice, good target. They're all starting off at 10 inches, okay? For now, I'm going to have both these machines running in 2-tone with only 3 discrim and 80 sensitivity like you just seen. So 2-tone, 80 sensitivity, 3 discrim. Because that's my go-to settings, so we're going to see what they can both do just on that for now. So here is the silver shilling at 10 inches with the Racer 2. Plenty of audio there, you did that all day. '87. I just can't film it properly and do it in this light, but it's coming in. 87s. Over to the pre-decimal penny at 10 inches with the Racer 2. Again, you did that all day, and the numbers, take it from me, are mid-70s. Now to the barrel top with the Racer 2 at 10 inches. All day again. 70s, 80s on the numbers. Okay. Okay, so here's the large George II silver with the T2. The numbers you can't see really in this light, but they're nice and steady, between 70 and 80. Great audio on the big silver at 10 inches. Pre-decimal penny at 10 inches. Late 70s, 80s the numbers. The barrel top at 10 inches with the T2. Great audio again. Numbers 50s up to 70s on that one. So both machines easily picked up all them targets at 10 inches. I'm going to put them at 12 inches now. Okay, I've retrieved all the targets. We've got the empty holes again. That is at 1 foot. 1 foot that is. Which is 12 inches, and so are the other 2 just behind me. So I'm going to do that with all of them now, and we'll see what the responses is after 2 machines. Okay, T2 at 12 inches on the George II Florence size silver. So this is at 12 inches. That's the sort of one you want to be going after for deep targets, that audio. So it is picking it up. The numbers you won't hardly see, you just seen it then, it was 86. The audio has gone weaker from the 10-inch depth. This is the pre-decimal penny for the T2. Again, slightly weaker audio than at the 10 inches, but still a digger. Numbers are a bit more jumpy this time. Here's the barrel tap at 12 inches with the T2. Solid 80s, the numbers. Very good audio. Here's the Racer 2 now on the large Florence size George II silver. Really solid audio still on the Racer compared to the T2 was just bottoming them out slightly. That's a proper dig signal all day, isn't it? Okay, now on to the pre-decimal penny at 12 inches with the Racer 2. Again, I think you'd have to say that audio's a bit stronger than the T2. Barrel tap at 12 inches for the Racer 2. Solid signal. Okay guys, $14 inches there at the top of the hole. Barrel tap. I'm going to do that with the other two now as well, both on 14 inches. Okay, the Racer 2 with the George II large silver, 14 inches. Still dig that all day, not quite as clear as at 12, still a digger all day. Numbers are coming in around 70 then. Pre-decimal penny at 14 inches with the Makro Racer 2. Numbers are a bit flighty on that one, but the audio was there all day. Barrel tap at 14 inches with the Makro Racer 2. Certainly dig that one. Again, the numbers are getting a bit jumpy at this depth. Large George II silver, 14 inches for the Teknetics T2. Now there's a really scrape the earth there. It's almost diggable. If you're really pushing your limits, you're going to dig it. But it's not quite as noticeable as the Racer 2, I would think. I think that's the T2 maxing out at 14 inches on that large silver. Okay. Teknetics T2 with the Detect Ultimate Coil, remember, 13 inch. 14 inches on a pre-decimal penny now. Again, you're getting some sort of audio, but I question whether you dig that one. Teknetics T2 on the barrel tap at 14 inches. Yeah, you're going to dig that one. The numbers at these depths on both the machines are intermittent. You've got to be going on audio with both these machines at extreme depths. $16" here, the 3 decimal penny, look. $16" there again. The large silver. Make sure it's flat on the bottom. $16" for the barrel top. There's all 3 of the holes, they're all at 16". I am partisan in this test. I love both of these machines. I've got no reason to try and sway the results. 16", 2 coins in the barrel top, T2 and the Racer 2. Large silver at 16" for the T2. Some people who know what they're up to and want to get the very deepest targets with this machine and dig that. Your average user, if you listen again, I don't think would. You certainly couldn't describe it as much of a signal anyway, but it's not surprising at 16". 3 decimal penny at 16" for the T2. Not a strong signal, that audio, but it is there again for the more experienced user, I would assume. Barrel tap at 16" for the Teknetics T2. Certainly say it's losing that now. Large silver at 16" for the Makro Racer Nel Tornado coil. You dig that all day, and you've got to remember it's on 16". 3 decimal penny at 16" for the Makro Racer 2 Nel Tornado. Again, on both the coins, I'd say the Racer 2's audio is stronger at 16". Now the barrel tap at 16" for the Makro Racer 2. Not a great signal, but the T2's wasn't brilliant. I think that's just a fraction better, the audio, not much in it, than the T2. Oh, I got it there. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not going to go any further than 16" because I'm running out of video space. But if you listen to those audios, the clearest audio at 16" by far was the Racer 2. Okay, guys, and like I say, I've got no agenda with either of these machines. I've found amazing stuff with both of them, and I'd use any of them anytime. Great machines. So this has been Stephen Gray, Anglo-Celtic metal detecting on YouTube. I used them settings, 80 cents and 3 discrim and 2 tones on both the machines, because my old T2 hasn't got the deep mode, and besides everything else, they're the only modes I use on both them machines. I don't bother with any of the others. So they're the average Joe's settings. And I have to take my hat off. I think the Racer 2 just inched it. So hats off to the Racer 2. Catch you later, guys.